Hello everyone, how are you all? So from today I am going to start a new series in which I will explain you some very basic fundamental terms regarding the organic chemistry, because so many students complain me that sir, we are not able to understand how the product will form and what product we can predict. Okay, so for that the fundamental knowledge of organic chemistry is very important. So from today I am going to start a series of different topics. For example, a very small topic, but they are very important to know the reaction mechanisms. So the main topic is organic reaction mechanism. But to understand this mechanisms means what? How the reactions are occurring, means how any single reactant converts into a different product. Okay, so by bond breaking or by bond forming or by both, the new product is formed. Okay, and how this happens, we can just see a reactant and convert it into the product. Okay, you cannot see in extremely small level that the electron is going from here to there, but we have some terms, we have some rules, we have some of the fundamental knowledges that explain us that what product can be formed. Okay, by knowing the reactant and the reagent, means substrate and the reagent, you can say that yes, this is how the reaction will be going on and this will be the product only. Okay, so for that it is very important to know the basic fundamental terms of the organic chemistry. Okay, so in the organic chemistry, first of all, if we discuss about the organic reaction mechanism, so for that, first of all, I would like to tell you that you all must know that how the bond can be broken down. So in today's video I will explain you the types of bond dissociation, or we can also say the types of bond fission, how the bond can be broken down, what happens if the bond will be broken, and what type of product will be generated if the bond is broken out. So mainly the two types are there. Okay, first is the homolytic fission, or I can say it's a homolytic dissociation. Okay, homolytic dissociation means what? Dissociation means, already I told you that it's about fission of the bond. Okay, here the bond will be break down, but what is homolytic? So in generally in organic chemistry, in compounds we have all the covalent bonds mostly. Okay, and covalent bond means, you must know that the covalent bond means what? If you have A and B, okay, as an atom, any atom, generally it's carbon and hydrogen, hydrocarbon is there. So if A is sharing its one electron with B, means mutual sharing of electron by both an atom A and another atom B. Okay, so these two electrons are forming the covalent bond. Okay, so this is called covalent bond, and here we will discuss that how the covalent bond can be broken down. So here first type is homolytic fission. So what is homolytic fission? Homolytic fission means it's a fission or it's a dissociation of a covalent bond in which both the species, for example A and B, okay, A and B is having a covalent bond between them, and one covalent bond means there are two electrons are there, one is from A and another is from B. Okay, so both the electrons will be go with the single atoms. It means that one electron of covalent bond of AB will move with the A and the another electron will move with the B. Here I have denoted it as a fish hook arrow, okay, half arrow we can say, because only single electron is transferring, and in the product you have to represent it with a dot, okay, and this A and this B with dot is known as a free radical, okay. So this kind of fission or this kind of dissociation is known as a homolytic dissociation or homolytic fission, in which the free radicals are generated, okay. So definition, what you can write: a fission in which the bond pair of electron, a fission or a dissociation in which bond pair of electron is equally distributed with both the atoms, okay. So here this kind of fission or this kind of dissociation is known as a homolytic dissociation, and in the homolytic dissociation always free radicals will be forming, okay. If you want to know any example, for example I can say that suppose you are having chlorine, okay, having a covalent bond between them, okay. So if the chlorine, two chlorine atoms are going to be fission, if the chlorine atoms covalent bond will be broken down, they will convert into the chlorine free radical, okay, 2Cl. Here, because of the same electronegativity of both the atom, here only and only homolytic fission can be happen, okay. Yes, now the second type is heterolytic fission or heterolytic dissociation. So what is heterolytic dissociation? Now homolytic dissociation happens if both the atoms are having same electronegativity. Mostly if A and B is having the same electronegativity, then both are having the same power to catch their own electron, and that is why here the homolytic fission is occurring. And in heterolytic fission, what will happen here? The pair of electron will move towards any one atom only, not both atom, okay. Two of the electrons, both the electrons will be moved towards any one atom, and that is why how the reaction can take place, we can explain it like this: A, B, suppose two electrons are there, okay, and both the electrons are moving towards any one atom only. It means that one of them is losing the electron and another is gaining the electron, and that is why here the atom which is losing the electron, suppose A is losing electron, so it will form A plus, and that is a cation. It is known as a cation or it is known as a positive ion, okay. And B minus, why? Because the B is gaining both the electron, and that is why it is known as an ion. So when the heterolytic fission or heterolytic dissociation happens, it results into two ions, one is cation and another is anion. So what happens actually here? A dissociation in which what we can explain, a dissociation, okay, a dissociation in which one pair of electron shifted towards any one atom, okay, shifted towards any one atom. For example, here the pair of electrons means both the electrons are moving towards the B, and it results in the formation of cation and anion. The positive ion and negative ions will be forming here. Okay, so first of all, it is very important to know what is the dissociation. Otherwise, if you will learn that this is a homolytic fission, this is a heterolytic fission. But if you don't know that what is homolytic or heterolytic fission, then you will be not able to understand that what happens and how the mechanisms can be written. Okay, so it is very important. Now in next video I will explain you what is electrophile, what is nucleophile, what is free radical with examples. Okay, yes, one more thing here, AB. Okay, the heterolytic fission is occurring because of the difference in electronegativity. Okay, both the atoms are having different electronegativity. One is more powerfully attracting electron and another is having the less power to attract the electron. Okay, so in that case mostly the fission when occurs, they are preferred for the heterolytic fission. Okay, any example you can write. For example, suppose if we have HCl, okay, or we have HBr. So here the hydrogen and bromine is highly electronegative than hydrogen, so both the electron will move towards the bromine, and H plus and Br minus, two species will be generated here. This is the positive ion, hydrogen cation, and bromine anion will form here. Okay, so here it is really a competition, and because both having the different electronegativity, this competition generated, and anyone will gain both the electron and one have to lose it. But here both are the same, or we can say that almost both have the same electronegativity, so the bond will be broken down from the middle only, and both the electrons are equally again moving towards their own atom. Okay, so this is called homolytic and heterolytic dissociation. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel so you will get more updates. Okay, thank you very much.